There's no relaxing. That's the theme of December 2018.
Yeah, we did too many.
There's no relaxing. This has been such a stressful time for both Jared and I work-wise. And to be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way because it's made me fall in love with you and see you as a partner in such a beautiful, meaningful way.
Really?
Do you feel that way about me?
I do feel that way, but I've always felt that way before the busyness came in.
Always gotta one-up somebody.
Okay, now I'm not saying it like that. I'm just telling you the truth. You want me to just, oh yeah, just this month, you know, I just feel, no, it's just like the truth. Like I feel like ever since I met you, you've pushed me and put me in positions to grow that I've never ever touched territories that you've got me into. I've never got to get to know my man side. I feel like me meeting you put me in, I'm gonna cry.
Baby.
You just helped me a lot, and it's just. I can't continue until I take these off. Okay. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Honestly, this is the go-to place for your craft to shine. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make it here. Fast, easy, and effortless, and make it look stunning with Squarespace.
The concept for our wedding photos really was born out of what marriage meant to us, and it meant the same. It meant continuing on what we already have going. It meant not making marriage into some kind of accomplishment or final destination, but just making it a part of the journey of explaining our love to people and developing in our love in a way that reflects how we feel about each other. So the wedding photos are just us
doing normal stuff. We wanted to symbolize in the wedding photos us doing our everyday routines. And the only thing that was different was us wearing the wedding outfits. So
yeah, to me what that really symbolized is nothing is going to change. Yes, we have a fancier title, and in this case fancier outfits on, but it's going to be the same work. It's going to be the same day to day. It's not always going to be some fairy tale fantastical us on the edge of a mountain overlooking a waterfall. That's not the lives that we live. And
I was down for those pictures though.
Well, I don't expect marriage to be like that.
The only reason I was down for those pictures is because I know the family would want those pictures.
But I think that's actually a good representation of our relationship, because somehow we both got exactly what we wanted, and we were no one had to compromise, really.
Yeah.
And I understood and trusted your vision. I understood and trusted your leadership, and you understood and trusted mine. So in that case, it makes them even more perfect than I thought it was.
It was one of those things where I was like, I wonder if these are gonna go together like a vibe. And they really did. It was like amazing. And you looked amazing in your dress. You looked beautiful. If we were to do a traditional wedding where she wore this big, huge, white, fluffy dress, and then I wore this traditional black tuxedo with a bow tie, I think we would have looked goofy up there. But I feel like now we look like us. We look like a unit. We look like what we are. Our relationship is a display of that. Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of goes into the way we're doing our wedding, the whole traditional of it. It's like, it explains us, and it's just like us. It's not like them or anybody else. And that's what I think that is so special to me about our wedding.
Me, I agree with that as well too. I think it's a reflection of what we've built and what we value. I also think that we also really understood the balance between what was for us and what was for our family.
Yeah, yeah.
And we found a nice, healthy compromise in there. And so, honestly, my dress was 100% for my family. I just thought that that was the thing that I knew that they would probably give me the best reaction, and it would probably mean the most to them. I am half Indian, Guyanese, so West Indian, but descendants from East India. And that's it's one of those cultural special places that means a lot to my grandma, meant a lot to my aunts. My mom, who is not Indian at all, is completely fascinated with the culture. Why was it important for you to have an element of your native culture in your outfit?
I think there's a couple reasons for that for me. I feel like I've only really met my native side. I really only got to know them. My dad's side, who is my black side, I haven't really got to to know a lot of them. I met a couple of them. I've never been to Detroit. That's where they're from. And the vests just look good. So that was just really what it was. It just looked good with the outfit, and I felt like it was a cool addition. First of all, super grateful for the photographer, Amina. She came through, she handled it. She came all the way down from the Bay Area, and I've been a fan of her work for a minute. I've been following her on Instagram. She has a really dope, like, fly on the wall type photography. So when we saw that, we just knew she would be perfect for the job.
And she really was, and we're so grateful for the work that she did. In the comment section below, I would love to hear from you guys. What is one thing that you knew you were gonna do for your wedding before you decided who you were going to marry? Be that the dress, be that the photos. What's one vision that you have always had in your mind? And speaking of visions, I want to show you guys the full gamut of the photos that we took. We're not gonna share all these on social media, obviously. Some of them are private, some of them just don't need to be shared. But you guys, we want you to see everything that we got to see and really appreciate the full storyboard that we put together. So if you go in the info box below, there is a link to our Squarespace website. We designed this site ourselves, we put the photos up there ourselves. Squarespace, of course, is how we have been empowered to share our vision in a clean, professional, organized way. We've been working with Squarespace now for months, and we will continue to do so because they've been an excellent partner to us. So in addition to seeing our photos, make sure you also go in the info box and see how Squarespace can empower you to put your vision out there.
We built Shannon's website from the ground up on Squarespace. It looks amazing and it took no time. Thanks to Squarespace, Shannon is now rebooted and rebranded. If you're not ready to hand over a fat check to someone else to build your professional site, then Squarespace is perfect for you. Host your online store, portfolio, or legit whatever you want. They have a huge selection of templates that cater to whatever you need. It's easy to customize, and I was able to essentially make any changes I wanted to. And I'm no coder. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And no, you don't even have to give over your credit card information just yet. But when you are ready to make it official, you can open up a brand new domain with Squarespace or transfer over your existing one. Squarespace empowers millions of websites across 1,000 of different industries for people just like you and Shannon. Go to squarespace.com/shanbooty for a free trial. And when you are ready to launch, make sure you go back to squarespace.com/shanbooty because that's how you save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or a domain.
Yeah, I used to think about you when I had no one to talk to. Hella bougie, kinda moody, bouncing when you walk through. And you used to get that Brazilian wax. Yeah, I put that on wax. Cell phone, pull it out the